Today, the people that seem like they're having the greatest time, having all the fun, is these entertainers, these bling bling people, like Britney Spears and like Destiny's Child, that all of these people who seem to be having fun, who have become the heroes, the television, the movie stars, the poster stars, the magazine stars, looking like they're all happy and proud and big homes and big money, so forth. They are the most miserable people. They die early. They are diseased. They live with despair. They wind up lonely and living in dark places. They are the most frustrated people, and when they die, they have no legacy whatsoever. Why? Because everything that the Creator told us not to do, when we do it, it winds up with disease. You name it. If the Creator told us not to drink alcohol, what is one of the greatest diseases in the world today? If the Creator told us not to use drugs, what is one of the greatest diseases in the world today? If the Creator told us not to fornicate, not to commit adultery, what is the greatest disease in the world today? Sexually transmitted diseases. If the Creator told us to be fair, don't take interest, what is the greatest source of stress in the world today? Debt. Everything the Creator said don't do, if you do it because you have the will to do it, it ends up with disease. Everything the Creator said to do, if you do it, it winds up as a gift.
From an Islamic perspective, is the word happiness in Old English comes from a root word hap, which is luck or fate. And that's why a hapless person is somebody without any luck. The idea of happiness is that your fate is something that you're actually pleased with. It's rida bil qadar. It's being pleased with what Allah or God has decreed for you. That is true happiness. And people are wretched in the world because they reject their circumstances. It doesn't mean they can't change their circumstances, but they're sad about the past. You can't change the past. So to lose your happiness over what's happened in the past is actually not using the intellect correctly. So the pursuit of happiness is, according to Muslim ethicists as well, is the pursuit of a moral and virtuous life that is something that is pleasing. And the word pleasure, which people associate with happiness, comes from the same root of please. And plesur, the original meaning was to please another. So real pleasure is in the service of others. And that's why the happiest of all people, in our belief, is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And no one served people more than the Prophet. His life from the beginning to the end was a life of service. Even before Islam, he was serving. And that's why Khadija, when he said to her what had happened on the Mount of Light, Khadija said, God will never forsake you. You feed the hungry. You take care of the orphan. You help the widow. You take care of those in distress. The proof that she had was his serving other people. Ask people, what do you want in life? I want to be successful. Why? Because I want to make a lot of money. Why? Because I want, it's always something else. But if you ask them, finally get to the final, they say, because I want to be happy. And then you ask them, why do you want to be happy? There's no reason to be happy. That's an end in itself. And that is indicative of the fact that what we really want is eternal happiness. That's what the human soul is striving for, to be happy eternally.